discuss on the vibrational frequencies in different systems, especially different functional groups, and these functional groups is very much important in IR stretching frequency to predict the structure or to elucidate the structural formula, or if any functional group is present or not, that will be judged by analysis of these vibrational stretching frequencies. Mainly today we will discuss on the alcohol groups, the ether groups, and the important one, that means the carbonyl groups. So basically these three, among these three is carbonyl residue and the OH. This is the important one. In all in all other functional groups, basically in entrance the quotient comes from this portion by using the value of the stretching frequency. So just recapitulating one thing, that in our last class we have mentioned that the wave number is equals to 1 by 2 pi c root over k by mu. This k is actually the force constant of the bond and mu is the reduced mass. So now today what we will discuss, mainly we are concerned about this force constant, okay, and how this force constant will be influenced in different functional groups, okay. So starts from the alcohol system. That means I will show the example with respect to simple alcohols, that means aliphatic alcohols, and one aromatic alcohol, that is the phenol system, okay. Generally here the functional group is the OH. Now the value whatever I will show, you just try to correlate in between the value, and in few cases you need to remember the values, okay. So in case of OH group, OH functional group, if this group is completely free, free means a simple ROH, if I consider the ROH, and if the group is completely free, free means you know if OH group is present, then there is a chances of formation of the hydrogen bonding, okay. So that's why I have mentioned the term, that is the free OH. So if free OH, that means pure OH is present, then the stretching frequency of this OH bond will be 36002 in the range of 3650 centimeter inverse, and the pattern of the absorbance or the percent transmitted will be the sharp. This will be the sharp peak, okay, and the intensity will be medium, not strong, not weak, it will be the medium. That means in free OH, that means without any hydrogen bonding, you will get the stretching frequency in this range. Or if the alcohol is very dilute, that means a ppm is the concentration in the ppm scale. So in that case you will get this stretching frequency. But if the alcohol is concentrated, that means there is the presence of the hydrogen bonding, say OH, so hydrogen bonding is present. So now in this case, if we isolate this position, if in any system hydrogen bonding is present, that means we can consider this bond that this is the delta plus, this is the delta minus, this is the delta minus, and so on. So in hydrogen bonding you can see that there is the electrostatic attraction in between this electronegative atom and the hydrogen. That means the hydrogen is to some extent abstracted by this electronegative group, which indicates that this OH bond is to some extent elongated. So when the bond is elongated, that means K value will be decreased. So if K value will be decreased, then nu bar will be simultaneously decreased. Okay. So if hydrogen bonding is present, generally for the alcohol system, in maximum cases we got the influence of this hydrogen bonding. So if hydrogen bonding is present, then this nu bar will be no longer as peak. That means it will be a band, and that is broad band. So the value will appear in the range of 3300 to 3400 centimeter inverse. It is possible when hydrogen bonding is there, or you can say if the alcohol is concentrated. So concentrated means the influence of the hydrogen bonding, number of alcohol molecules is higher, so possibilities of the hydrogen bonding is also higher. Okay. So what will be the scenario of the peak? So generally if we do or perform the IR spectroscopy of say methanol or say ethanol, so in this case OH group is present. Now there are three cases. It may be very diluted, first started from it is very concentrated, it may be dilute, or it is dissolved in carbon tetrachloride. That means there is no chances of the hydrogen bonding in this solvent. Okay, this is acts as a solvent, IR solvent. And the third case, the very dilute condition. So in the concentrated case, you will get the OH stretching frequency as a broad band. Okay, as a band in the range of 3300 to 3400 centimeter inverse. When this is dilute or the molecule is dissolved in CCl4, then you will get the both the sharp peak as well as the band. That means to some extent free alcohol is present, or some hydrogen bonded alcohol is also present. So that means you will get two band, one band and one sharp peak. But if it is very dilute, and this diluted alcohol is soluble in CCl4, it may be soluble in CCl4 or may not be soluble in CCl4. In that case, you will only get the sharp peak of the pure OH stretching frequency, where hydrogen bonding is absent. So by observing this IR spectrum, we can elucidate that the system bears either hydrogen bond, that means hydrogen bonding either present or it may not be present. So just like if this is the percent transmittance and this is the nu bar, say this is in the range of 3600, 3500, 3300. So when only hydrogen bonding is present, you will get the broad band. Okay, this is concentrated solution. When it is simple dilute or dilute in CCl4, then you will get this broad band and simultaneously a peak, sharp peak at 3600 centimeter inverse. That means free OH is present and hydrogen bonded OH is present. Okay, and in IR spectra, if it is very dilute, then this peak or this band will be absent and you will get only this sharp peak for the free OH. Okay. So generally by observing this IR band or the IR peak, this is, you can say, either absorbance or the percent transmittance. The IR indicates the absence of the functional group than the presence. How? Here you can see if hydrogen bonding is present, then only you can see that band. Okay, but if the hydrogen bonding is absent, that means there is no presence of the band, only the free OH is present. So by comparing these two spectra, you can consider that in this system there is hydrogen bonding is present, and in this system there is no hydrogen bonding is present. So that's why it is said that the IR spectrum or the IR analysis generally indicates the absence of the functionality or absence of the functional group than its presence. Okay. Now the stretching frequency in the alcohol system for the CO bond, because you know that if I consider methanol, there will be the CO bond. Now what will be the scenario for this CO stretching frequency? Say here I am considering from the phenol. Say nu bar C single bond O, and say primary alcohol, that means 1 degree, say 2 degree alcohol, and finally 3 degree alcohol. Okay, so in this case generally the base value of C single bond O stretching frequency is 1100 centimeter inverse. This is the base value. Okay. Now in case of phenol, this value is found in 1220 centimeter inverse. For primary alcohol, it is found in 1150, 1100 and 1050. Now here you can see that for these three alcohol, that means from aliphatic alcohol 1 degree to 3 degree, the value of the stretching frequency, CO stretching frequency, it is almost comparable with the base value of the C single bond O stretching frequency. In case of phenol, this stretching frequency is very much higher than the base value. Now the reason is why, and here you can consider the influence of the resonance. So in this case, for the aliphatic alcohol, you can see there is the no chances of the donation of this lone pair to the adjacent carbon, because there is no conjugation is present. But here you can see that in case of phenol, this non-bonded electron will be donated here, so that we can write it like this way, minus and now this negative charge is stabilized via resonance. But when it will donate the lone pair of electrons in this system, in this case there is carbon oxygen single bond type of nature. But here you can see after donation of the electron, that means when the resonance is present, there the double bond character is generated. This is not the pure carbon oxygen double bond, not the carbonyl bond, but here you can see by this donation of the electron or the take part in the conjugation, there is the generation of the double bond. So when the double bond character is generated, the K value will be increased, and you know it is higher than the carbon oxygen single bond. That means from single bond system to double bond, the K value will be increased. So you will get the higher stretching frequency in case of the aromatic system, where the OH group is directly attached to the conjugated system. Similarly, for the vinyl alcohol, that means for this one, this is the vinyl alcohol. Here you will get the same reason, that means the value is almost comparable with the phenol. But the system if the unsaturation present at the adjacent position of this OH group, that means it is not directly attached to the phenol. In this case, say this is the OH is attached at the benzylic position. This is the benzylic position, and here OH is attached. Now here you can see that there is no chances of the conjugation, or delocalization of the electron. So, intervening carbon is present. So, in this case the value of the nu bar, that means carbon oxygen stretching frequency, it is found less than the base value. The reason is basically unknown, it is not well explained, but it is found when there is intervening carbon is present or some ring system is present which is attached to the oxygen. In that case the stretching frequency is actually decreased, and here the value is find in the range of 1070 centimeter inverse. Similarly, for the 2-degree alcohol, say in this case the nu bar is found in the 1100 centimeter inverse, but if this OH is attached in the ring system, this is also 2-degree alcohol, but here it is the ring system, here this value is less than 1100 centimeter inverse. Okay, this is not important, but still for your future information, that in the ring system or if some intervening carbon is present, then you will get the stretching frequency is less than the base value. So, that is for the alcohol systems. Now, similarly for the ether system, I will not focus much on the ether system, but again I will explain with respect to a specific example like the presence of the conjugation or the resonance. Say for the ethers, say R O R, this is the general formula of ether. In this case, one strong intensity IR stretching frequency is found, that is the CO stretching frequency. It is found 1120 centimeter inverse, because it is again carbon oxygen single bond, and this is the strong. But when the resonance is present, like this system, in this case you can see that again there is the delocalization of the electron. CH double bond O R plus, and this is the minus. Here you can see that this single bond character, that means CO single bond character, is now changed to CO double bond character. That means the nu bar Ka will be increased. So, if Ka is increasing, then this nu bar will be increased also. So, here you will get the value in this case like this one, and similarly you can see that this carbon carbon double bond stretching frequency will be also decreased here. That is the another proof that resonance will take part in this system, because upon resonance or by resonance, here you can see it is the carbon carbon single bond type of character. So, when this is the carbon carbon single bond, this Ka value will be decreased for this carbon carbon single bond. That means the stretching frequency will be decreased. Okay. So, this is one proof for the resonance. Similarly, for the ring system like the cyclic ether, the epoxide, you know epoxide is the 3-membered cyclic ether. Okay. So, in this case, say if this is the unsymmetrical epoxide, we can show it like this way. So, double bond R plus minus. Again here you can see there is a generation of the carbon oxygen double bond type of character. So, the nu bar CO will be increased. So, for the cyclic ether or for the epoxide, the carbon oxygen stretching frequency will be much higher than the base value. So, this is the reason. Now, the most important systems and the questions which is mainly come from this system is the carbonyl systems or the carbonyl compounds. Now carbonyl compounds, in this case we mainly concerned about the stretching frequency of the carbon oxygen double bond. Okay, and depending upon the presence of the functional group or functionality in this carbonyl system, the stretching frequency will be accordingly vary. So first I will write the stretching frequency of different carbonyl systems. So starting from the highest one, that is the 1810 centimeter inverse. This is the for anhydride group, acid is like acidic anhydride. So for the anhydride group, band 1 stretching frequency, this is 1810 centimeter inverse. Then 1800 centimeter inverse, this stretching frequency, that is the C double bond O stretching frequency, is found for the acid chloride system. Then 1760 centimeter inverse, this is for again acid anhydride, that means this one, band 2. Okay. Next, the value was found 1735 centimeter inverse. This value corresponds for the ester. Then 1725 centimeter inverse. This is for aldehyde. Then 1715 centimeter inverse. This is for ketone. Then 1710 centimeter inverse. This is for acid, that means carboxylic acid. And finally 1680 to 1690 centimeter inverse, or it may be varied from 1630 to 1680. This is for amide. So you can see that here the function, the group, the stretching frequency is common, that is the C double bond O, but depending upon the functionality in this carbonyl residue, the stretching frequency is accordingly varied from higher to lower. Now we will discuss here system for the different systems. So first, you know all the factors, that is the conjugation, hydrogen bonding, electronegativity, ring strain, ring size, non-bonded effect, all these parameters will be involved here. So starting from the conjugation. Say for simple acetone, in this case the stretching frequency, C double bond stretching frequency for this group is found in 1715 centimeter inverse. That means this is the pure C double bond O stretching frequency. But if some unsaturation is present here, like this one, the C double bond C, C double bond O. So in this system, you know there is a chances of the resonance. That means this is the conjugated structure, alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl system. So in this system, minus, here you can see that this double bond character is converted to the single bond. That means some single bond character is generated in this system due to this conjugation. So that means the K value will be decreased. So K value will decrease means this bond becomes lengthened. That means the here bond length will be also increased and stretching frequency will be decreased. So in this unsaturated system, generally this stretching frequency is found less than 1700 centimeter inverse. So for a specific example, This is the aldol product, that is the mesityle oxide. It is the aldol condensation between two equivalent of the acetone. So how you will predict that the aldol condensation takes place? In initial case, you will not find, or you will get the C double bond O stretching frequency at 1715 centimeter inverse at the initiation of the reaction. Then when the reaction will carry forward, and after completion of the reaction, when you purify this by column chromatography and isolate your product and do the or perform the IR stretching IR spectroscopy, then you can find that this stretching frequency is changed to 1690 centimeter inverse. So that indicates there is conjugation is present. Okay, that means the reaction is successful, or this is your product. And the important thing is, in case of the carbonyl spectra of the carbonyl compounds, the band will be the sharp band. Here it is also a sharp band will appear for the C double bond O stretching frequency in the IR spectra. Okay. So similarly, for phenol, for acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde, here it is also conjugated system. So single bond character will generate here, and you will get the new bar C double bond O for this system, which will be changed from 1725 centimeter inverse to 1700 centimeter inverse. That means conjugation is present, and due to this conjugation, the stretching frequency is decreased. Okay. Next parameter is the ring size, and already it is known to you. That means for exocyclic double bond, so you know that in this system the internal angle is almost 120 degree, so this angle remains like 120 degree, and here hybridization is sp2. So the system is like completely sp2 type of system. There is no angle strain, and you will get the complete C double bond sp2 stretching frequency. But when the ring size is decreased, that means the angle strain will increase. Here this angle is increasing, that means it becomes more steeper, and P character here it is generated in this sigma bonds. And not only that, in this system the S character is also generated. That means it is now tends to the sp system. Similarly, here it is also tends to the more sp system, because this angle is 150 degree. Okay. So in this case, you can see for this exocyclic double bond that when the ring size is decreasing, the stretching frequency will be increased. So similarly, we will apply the same theory here for the carbonyl system. This is the 5-membered, and this is the 4-membered, and both are exocyclic bond. This is the carbonyl bond. So if you find the stretching frequency, you will get this is 1745 centimeter inverse. Look at the ring structure. This is the 5-membered ring, and generally we know, say for acetone, in this case the stretching frequency is 1715 centimeter inverse for the acetone in the open system or the chain system. But when it will be converted to the ring system, you know the reason, it will be increased. So from this system to this system, the stretching frequency of the C double bond will be increased, because T character will be increased here and S character will be increased here. Now here in this case, the sp character will be more generated here. So that means the stretching frequency, this is to some extent C triple bond O type of character will be generated here due to this steeper ring. Okay. So, in this case the value will be increased at 1780 centimeter inverse. Okay. So, by different system and different parameters, this stretching frequency of the carbonyl compounds will be varied. Now, next thing is the hydrogen bonding, and the reason is known to you, that is already in alcohol system. You have found that when there is the hydrogen bonding is present, then the stretching frequency, that means this bond length will be increased due to the hydrogen bonding. So, that means K value will be decreased and nu bar will be decreased. So, similarly, in this case for the carbonyl system, say C double bond O, if there is the chances of the hydrogen bonding, so when there is a chances of the hydrogen bonding, so again this bond length, that means this electron will be abstracted, okay, because we can write it like this way, O minus plus, then the chances of the hydrogen bonding will be increased. So, this K value will be decreased here due to this hydrogen bonding, that means the length will be increased in the hydrogen bonded system and nu bar will be decreased. So, just for example, like methyl salicylate, say OCH3 OH, this is the methyl salicylate. In this case, there is the chances of the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So, this bond length will be increased here, K value will be decreased and nu bar will be decreased. So, generally for the ester molecule, for pure ester molecule, we have found that the stretching frequency is 1735 centimeter inverse, but due to this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, the stretching frequency in this system, it is 1680 centimeter inverse. Okay. So, this is the reason, that means the hydrogen bonding can also influence the stretching frequency. Now, other parameter, important parameter, is the alpha substitution. Say alpha substitution means if some electron withdrawing group, the CH2 C double bond O Cl, or for the alpha substitution like the Cl, or it may be the fluorine, that means electron withdrawing group, minus strong minus I effect is present, no plus M or minus M effect is present, that means no resonating effect, only inductive effect is present. In this case, it will abstract the electron, so that means it will operate through the sigma bond. So, when it will abstract the bond electron, it will create the electron deficiency here, that means again it can abstract the electron. So, you can see this electron can be donated here, or we can think when this is abstracting the electron, that means there will be the bond contraction, this is abstracting, so that bond will be contracted and simultaneously this bond will be contracted. So, bond contracted means, bond contraction means the length is decreasing. So, length is decreasing means K value will be increased, force constant will be increased. So, nu bar will also increase. So, for in this system, say if it is the pure acetone, the value is 1715 centimeter inverse, and if it is the minus I effect containing group is present at the alpha position, then this value will be greater than 1715 centimeter inverse. So, this is the alpha substitution. Now, another important example for the alpha substitution in the cyclohexanone type of system. this is the decalene system and this is the decalone. Ring system is present. So in this case there will be the two conformation, either this one or two isomer is there. One chlorine is axial, another chlorine is in the equatorial. Now in this case generally for the pure carbonyl, that means ketone system, we find the stretching frequency is 1715 centimeter inverse. In this system, this is the alpha position. You know, due to the presence of the electronegative group, the stretching frequency will be increased. So it is 1725 centimeter inverse. Here it is found, that means increased value. Now in this case, what will be the scenario? Here the stretching frequency will be much higher than the base value, that means 1750. In between these two, the equatorial containing chlorine having higher CO stretching frequency. Now what is the reason? In this case, you know the chlorine contains the non-bonded electrons, okay, and this is the pi electron cloud here, and this is the axial position, this is the equatorial position. So there are chances of the steric repulsion in between this non-bonded electron and the pi cloud, okay. But in this equatorial position, here you can see both these bond is to some extent parallel. So when they are parallel, this contains the non-bonded electron and this is the pi electron cloud. So there will be the electrostatic repulsion between this non-bonded electron and the pi cloud. So to minimize this electrostatic repulsion, this bond will try to remove from here, but you know this is the ring system. So what will happen? In this case, this position of the C double bond O will remain fixed, but the ring will be steeper to minimize the electrostatic repulsion. Say this is the scenario C double bond O Cl. If there is the repulsion, then this bond will be steeper. That means this is the current bond position. So when the bond will be steeper, you know the reason. This external angle is increasing. That means the double bond character, C double bond O character, is now to some extent to the C triple bond O. That means Sp character is increasing when the Cl group is situated in the equatorial position. So when the Sp character is increasing, K value will be increased and the stretching frequency will be increased. So depending upon two different positions, the stretching frequency of the C double bond O will be changed. So these are the different parameters which is involved in the carbonyl systems. Now I will show the specific examples for different carbonyl systems, especially from starting from the aldehyde. First, aldehyde and ketone. Generally, here the value is 1725 centimeter inverse, strong band, and similarly here you will get 1715 centimeter inverse, it is also strong band. So in between these two, generally for the aldehyde system and ketone system, how you will distinguish that the molecule is aldehyde or ketone? Generally these two stretching frequencies very much closer to each other. So theoretically the value is 10 centimeter inverse is difference in between them, but when you will get the spectra, you can't isolate the band that is it aldehyde or is it ketone. So in this case, for the aldehyde we know the structure that C double bond OH, and for the ketone this is the general structure. Now in this case you can see for the aldehyde there is the CH bond, but here no CH bond, and here this C is sp2 hybridized. So in case of aldehyde you will get the Fermi resonance. This is the speciality, that say in any interview or in any question, if someone is asking that how you will distinguish the aldehyde molecule and the ketone molecule, this is the key point, that you will say that this is the stretching frequency, but no, by this stretching frequency you can't isolate the spectra. So only different, here you will get the Fermi resonance with respect to this CH stretching frequency, and in the spectra you will basically get the band at 2700 centimeter inverse to 2800 centimeter inverse, basically doublet band you will get, and their intensity will be less. So in the spectra, so like this type of band you will get at this region for the aldehyde molecules, but for ketone you will not get no Fermi resonance at this region. That means this region is clear. That's why I am saying that the IR spectroscopy generally denotes the absence of the functional group. The absence means in this region it is absent, means the molecule here it is the carbonic ketone molecule, okay, or if it is absent means the aldehyde, it is not the aldehyde molecule, okay. Now for some specific examples, for the ketone system you know the conjugation effect. For the ketone, I am showing some value. Say in this case, the stretching frequency for the cyclohexanone, this one, for this system 1695, for this system and here now justify this observation, anyone, any of you justify this observation. Why this stretching frequency is decreasing here? Devashish,
Yes, sir.
justify. अभी तक सब कुछ डिस्कस कर दिया, पैरामीटर सब पैरामीटर डिस्कस कर दिया।
सर पहला वाला में रिजोनेंस नहीं होगा।
Okay, fine, that is the pure carbon C double bond O for the ketone, okay, so that's why it is the comparable with the base value. Now in this case why it is 1695, much less than the base value? Because it is the cyclopropyl ring. You know cyclopropyl ring, generally there is the sp2 type of character is present in the cyclopropyl ring, so that we can show like this way, okay. We can show the cyclopropane ring, it can be there will be the bond breaking like this way, because cyclopropane ring is highly strenuous ring, so it can be easily broken because sp2 character is present in the cyclopropyl ring, okay. So that's why there is the chances of the, this is not actual conjugation, but there is the chances of the single bond character of the C double bond O. So that's why this is drastically quenched. Now in this case, this is the purely conjugated system, aromatic system, it can easily take part in the resonance. So this value is again less than the cyclopropyl system. Now finally here is the presence of both two aromatic system, that means two conjugated system. So extent of conjugation is much higher. So that's why the value is again much less than the base value. So this is the scenario. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now for another system, say in this case the nu bar of the C double bond O is 2140 centimeter inverse. Here it is found 1815 centimeter inverse, and here it is found 1705 centimeter inverse. Diksha, please explain.
Sir?
Please explain the observation. So these are the stretching, basically the stretching frequency for C double bond O. These two are much greater than the base value. Base value, you know, the base value is 1715 centimeter inverse for the C double ketone system or ketone group. Why this is so? What is the hybridization of this carbon?
sp2
Here
sp2
and here.
sp
So among these three, you can see this is the sp hybridized carbon. So sp hybridized carbon means this the bond force constant will be much higher among these three. So this is basically the stretching frequency of sp hybridized carbon and sp2 hybridized oxygen. Okay. So now
yes.
in between these two, here this is the 7-membered ring and this is the 3-membered ring. Now you know the trend. When the ring size will be decreased, the sp character of the double bond, this is the exocyclic double bond basically. So the sp character of the exocyclic double bond will be increased when the ring size decreased. Sp character of the exocyclic double bond increased. So here sp character is much higher than this system. Okay. So that's why it is the 1815 centimeter inverse. Now here you can see this is less than the 1715 centimeter inverse. Why? Because this bond angle is not 120 degree. For the pure sp2 hybridized carbon, the bond angle we generally get 120 degree. For the ketone, this is the bond angle 120 degree. So that is the base value. But here this angle is not 120 degree. This is greater than the 120 degree. Oh, sorry, less than the 120 degree. That means it is now tends to the sp3 hybridization. Not completely sp3, but it is tending towards the sp3 hybridization. That means they much deviated from the sp2 hybridization. That's why here the double bond character is to some extent less. So that means the stretching frequency is to some extent less than the base value. Clear? Okay. So these are the two different scenarios in the ketone molecules. Now for the alpha beta diketone system, like active methylene compound. This compound is named as the acetyl acetone. Okay, this is the methylene hydrogen is present here. So this is the active methylene compound, and this hydrogen is acidic in nature, because when this is the acetyl acetone, that means alpha beta diketone compound or 1,3 diketone compound. In this case, it will show the ketoenol tautomerism. So ketoenol tautomerism, that means we can show like this way. So double bond O CH3, double bond H CH3. Now in this case you can see there is the formation of the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So for the keto form we will get one stretching frequency. For the enol form we will get different stretching frequency. Now for the keto form, generally this you can see that here 2 C double bond O is present. Okay, that means 2 carbonyl residue is present. So there will be either symmetric stretching, that means both can be stretched in the same direction, either top or bottom, or there may be the asymmetric stretching. Okay, so due to presence of this 2 C double bond O, you will get 2 different stretching frequency value. So one value you will get 1723 centimeter inverse. This is for symmetric stretching, and you will get 1706 centimeter inverse. This is for asymmetric stretching for the keto form. But in the enol form you will get only 1 C double bond is present. Now my question is, what will be the stretching frequency? Is it greater or less than 1715 centimeter inverse? This is my question, that is it greater than the base value or less than the base value? Please explain, Ovileka.
Sir, listen.
Why?
Due to hydrogen bonding, bond length.
Okay, hydrogen bonding is present, that's why this is not the pure double bond character. And another reason is, this is one reason, fine. Another reason is conjugation is present. This conjugation, here you can see that the double bond is reside here. It may also reside in this side. It can abstract the hydrogen, and here is the double bond character. So that means you can't say that this C double bond O is not residing at a time in a single site. It can be retained either in this side or in this side. That means this pi cloud is throughout delocalized through the molecule. So the double bond character is again deviated. So bond length is increasing and the stretching frequency is decreasing. And here the C double bond O stretching frequency, it is found in 1622 centimeter inverse. Huge difference. And also you can see there is OH is present. So due to presence of this OH group, there will be the stretching frequency of the oxygen hydrogen bond, and here you can see it is the hydrogen bonded. So it will appear as a band, and this band will found in the region of 2400 centimeter inverse to 3200 centimeter inverse for the OH stretching frequency. So this is for the active methylene system for the ketone. So clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just a minute, I need to refill the marker. Now for the acid system. For the carboxylic acid, generally we know carboxylic acid, especially the aliphatic acid, or sometimes the aromatic like the benzoic acid, it remains in the dimeric form, and this dimeric form is possible due to the hydrogen bonding. So we can write the carboxylic acid like this way. So this is the dimeric form of the carboxylic acid. That means again here you can see this double bond is between the C double bond O, it is lengthened, the length is increases due to this hydrogen bonding. So that's why you are getting lower stretching frequency for this C double bond O. So here it is found in 1710 for the C double bond O, and also there is OH group is present, and due to presence of this OH group, and it is also hydrogen bonded, here generally it is found in the band in this region. Okay, so this is the acid. Now the last one, that is the ester system, and this is the important one. There are lots of variety of the system in the ester molecules. So if you can understand the ester, the scenario will be just same for the amide also. The functional group in the ester molecule is this one. Now in this case, instead of it take part in the conjugation or in the delocalization, generally we know oxygen is the one of the most electronegative atom. So it has strong minus I effect. So due to this strong minus I effect, it can abstract the sigma electron. So that means this is abstracted here. So this bond will be contracted. So the bond length will be decreased. So K value will be increased and nu bar will be increased. So that's why for the ester molecule, it is higher than the carbonyl, the other carbonyl systems from the aldehyde as well as the ketone. Okay. So now for different ester systems, what will be the scenario? Now in this case, again there is another parameter, that is the conjugation. You know, if conjugation is present, which is attached to the C double bond O, the stretching frequency will be decreased. So like CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH2, CH3. Here stretching frequency of C double bond O, it is found in the centimeter inverse. But if it is conjugated, this stretching frequency, you can see it will take part in the conjugation. So that means single bond character is generated here. So the stretching frequency will be decreased, and this nu bar sorry, is 1725 centimeter inverse. Okay. But if the system here the stretching frequency is found in 1762 centimeter inverse, which is also greater than the base value. Now why? Karismita, please explain this observation. Though there is unsaturation is present in the molecule, but still it is higher, it is lower. Why?
Conjugation increases.
In this case there is the conjugation, but in the second case what is the scenario?
Extended conjugation.
Not extended conjugation. There is no conjugation, because this double bond is not attached to any other double bond. there is intervening oxygen, and you know this have the minus I effect here, so it will not take part in this case, but it has the tendency to take part in this conjugation. So that means when there is the chances of this kind of conjugation, the resonance structure will be minus plus. Now this electronegative oxygen becomes electropositive, that means the minus I effect is again increased, so the abstraction of this sigma electron will be in higher extent or in higher rate, so this bond will be more contracted, that means more contraction of the bond, so the double bond character, the strength of this double bond will be increased, so stretching frequency will be increased. So this is the reason that in different systems where the double bond is, so please be mute, when there is a double bond is attached in the system, then depending upon the position of this double bond, you can see the stretching frequency will accordingly changed. And similarly for the ring system, you know OR prime, here C double bond O stretching frequency is 1735 centimeter inverse. When it is changed to the ring system, then automatically due to that ring system, the stretching frequency will be increased. This is the simple reason last day I have discussed. So this is named as the, basically when it is a cyclic ester, this is a cyclic ester, it is lactone, and this compound is named as delta valerolactone. Here you will get the stretching frequency as similar like the pure ester or the base value, but if we decrease the ring, like this one, this is the now the 5-membered ring, so this double bond character will be increased, that means it will be strengthened, the ring becomes steeper. Okay, so here nu bar you will get at 1710 centimeter inverse. Okay, and similarly you will get the same scenario in the alpha beta diketo system, that means the example of ethyl acetoacetate or EAA. Okay, this is the acetate and this is the ethyl group. Now this is the aceto group, so ethyl acetoacetate, in short EAA. This is another active methylene compound, and here again you will get the formation of the intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and generally for the ester molecule the keto form is predominating, but for the ketone like 1,3-diketo system, in this case the enol form is predominating. Okay, so again here you will get the two different stretching frequency, and one value centimeter inverse and another value is centimeter inverse. Okay, this is for this one and this is for this one, for the ester, and this is for the ketone. But when there is the keto-enol form, that means the enol form is present, then either it will be added at this position, okay, and here you will get the stretching frequency of the C double bond O is drastically quenched. Same reason just like the previous one, it is found in the 1650 centimeter inverse. Okay, so same type of observation you will find in other ring system, and I will not explain because you know the reason. here it is 1735 centimeter inverse. If the now the conjugation is attached with this C double bond O, here it will take part in the conjugation. So that means it becomes a single bond and it becomes a double bond. So the stretching frequency will be decreased. Here you will get the value 1725 centimeter inverse. And similarly, if the double bond is adjacent with this oxygen atom, then the scenario will be opposite, because this is the resonance. So that means double bond minus plus, so it will abstract in the more way. This ring where this bond length will be contracted. Okay, so the stretching frequency will be, this is 1760 centimeter inverse. And similarly for the 5-membered ring, this frequency will be higher, and accordingly the presence of the double bond will guide the stretching frequency of this C double bond O in the ester molecules. The last system is the amide one. C double bond O, NH2, and you know amide, it may be primary, this is the primary one, secondary and tertiary. And here the NH2 group, it can donate its non-bonded electron to this system. So that's why the stretching frequency of C double bond O is less in the amide system, because again there is the conjugation, or sorry, delocalization of the electron. So CO minus double bond NH2 plus, you will get the stretching frequency at 1680 centimeter inverse for the primary amine. For the secondary amine, you will get the stretching frequency will be more less, because the plus I containing group is present. It will donate the sigma electron here, that means this electron density is increasing, so it will take part in more conjugation or more delocalization. The stretching frequency, it will get either 1650 in this range or 1640 in this range. And for the 3 degree or the tertiary amide bond, it is found in 1620 centimeter inverse or 1630 centimeter inverse. And the reason will be similar for the cyclic system, that means for the ring system, when this is the cyclic amide, 6-membered amide, this is the 5-membered amide, and this is the 4-membered. SP character is the, that means SP character is more generating here. So you will get higher stretching frequency, much more higher stretching frequency in this case C double bond for this amide linkage. Here you will get this value is 1745 centimeter inverse. For the 5-membered, it will be decreasing 1705 centimeter inverse, but still greater than the 1680, sorry, or 1640, and here it is 1660 centimeter, which is almost comparable with the base value of the amide one. And the reason is same. Okay. So that's all from the different functional group containing stretching frequencies, and mainly from this part